okey.
Ataupun
Oh,
bawa dia orang meeting lah.
ada. You suruh masuk yang masa beli kacau.
Dia nak sampai.
We are trying to stop the eviction that might take place in 2 days' time. Hello, Pon.
Ya.
Kita baru sudah kasih surat kepada Land Office. Sekarang kita mari sana mau kasih surat Menteri Besar lah.
Ya, wartawan pun sama sampai.
Oh, sudah sampai ya? Okey. If we can get an injunction based on our judicial review, then you're talking about 2 years, 3 years. But if they go in now and destroy the land, and after that also you manage to get a judicial review, their irrigation systems, pumps, the pipes. Once they destroy that, you're talking of thousands of dollars of repair work, you know.
Tu you akan hantar MOU ni ke pejabat Parlimen dia ke apa?
Macam Pon ini, dia punya kebun, dia punya tok mula. Kita tahu itu cerita.
我们刚种得好好的，为什么要放弃？放弃我们要重新开始了。你们知道现在东西很贵，再这样收下去更加贵。我跟你讲，没有地方种。
Last week,
How do you think that went?
Well, at least we just passed it over, but we've done this so many times. They handle us very nicely. They come down, they smile, they take a photo, they take it, they sign. Then nothing happens.
So it's still quite a big burden. It's like, you're in a way responsible as well, because if they are prepared to go and talk to the developer and get some money and move out, and you've said, no, you're going to stay and fight, you have rights. But then if you don't do enough, and they get evicted on Wednesday, that means we have, in a way, failed them.
The land these farmers have been cultivating for the last 80 years, since before World War II, has now got more economic value, and so the state authorities are now trying to monetize the value of these lands by giving it or selling it to developers. So the fact that a farmer has been there for 80 years, since his great-grandfather's time, has got no standing legally. Even if Orang Asli ancestral land, it's not recognized. About 102 acres of farmland in Pusing, next to Batu Gajah, was given to a businessman from KL. According to what the papers he filed, it was given free to him. He has sold this land to another 2 businessmen from KL. They want to monetize it and use the money for other projects, for development of the economy of Perak or help the poor in Perak. I wouldn't mind, but here it is a case where state property, state assets is being sold at bargain prices to private developers. There's too much power in the hands of the state authority in the person of the Menteri Besar, like the State Economic Development Corporation of Perak. It has been given about 3,000 acres of farmland in Kelantan. And this corporation now has been selling parts of it to different developers. The other is the state directly gives it to the developer company. And they come across cases where it's been given free to certain developer companies. For what reason, we do not know. You can argue that housing is important for people, but when people are just buying it and just keeping it aside, waiting for land prices to appreciate, you're destroying a viable economic activity and not replacing it with anything else. The farmers have workers. The farmers buy inputs. So there's a whole industry supplying these farmers. There are people buying the produce. The wholesalers come, their lorries, they buy the produce. And if you destroy the farms, it's not only the farmers who are losing it, but a lot of people are losing employment. If the price of food goes up, then definitely malnourishment will increase because people will go for the high-calorie, cheap stuff. So I think it's very short-sighted to destroy not only the farmlands, but also this group of farmers who've been doing this for the last 3-4 generations, because they have accumulated a lot of experience of how to handle Malaysian soil conditions and weather conditions. This human asset is something quite valuable to the country. There should be a policy that all land producing vegetables should be maintained as food producing areas, but then give you a lease for 10 years, 20 years, so that they can use this to borrow, to upgrade, and at the end of the period, pay them a compensation, take the land and give it to the next farmer who wants to use the land for farming. A lot of it depends on ordinary Malaysians realizing it's not just a matter of a group of poor farmers getting bullied. This is a serious life and death issue for us and our children and our grandchildren. That if we allow this destruction of our food producing resources to continue, we'll pay a price. I think there's got to be a citizens' kind of a revolt, because the people who hold power, our politicians, are not doing their job properly.
We came in because the farmers are having problems. Because of you guys.